Drive any American highway in July or August and look at the median. Among the goldenrod and the mowed grass, you will see a tall, flowering plant with a flat, white umbrella of tiny flowers, fern-like leaves, and a single dark purple speck at the center of each bloom. The seeds of that plant have been studied at the American University of Beirut for over a decade. In peer-reviewed research published in the journal Food and Chemical Toxicology, extracts of these seeds have been shown to act against human leukemia cells, colon cancer cells, breast cancer cells, and melanoma cells in laboratory testing. The active compounds are missing from the orange carrots in your refrigerator. They were bred out 4 centuries ago. You will not find this plant in any pharmacy. You will not find it in any grocery store. You will find it growing along every interstate, every railroad track, every roadside in temperate North America, where 4 state legislatures have classified it as a noxious weed, and where state departments of transportation spend hundreds of millions of dollars every year spraying it with ancestral herbicides. It is the wild ancestor of every cultivated carrot in human history. Hippocrates prescribed its seeds 2,400 years ago. Pliny the Elder catalogued it for kidney stones. The Greek physician Dioscorides included it in the medical text that defined European medicine for 1,500 years. Because it grows without permission, it cannot be patented. And it is one of the most clinically researched, ethnobotanically documented, commercially erased medicinal plants in the temperate world. This is the story of wild carrot, the Queen Anne's lace of American roadsides, the bird's nest of European herbalism, and the reason your great-grandmother knew its name, and you do not. The archive opens around 400 BCE on the Greek island of Kos. Hippocrates, the physician who gave Western medicine its name, prescribes a wild plant the Greeks called Staphylinos. The plant is the same genetic species that European breeders, 2,000 years later, will transform into the orange supermarket vegetable. Hippocrates uses the seeds for women's reproductive health. So does Dioscorides, 500 years later. So does Pliny the Elder, who adds kidney stones, urinary blockages, and the bites of venomous animals to the list. By the 1st century AD, this plant is a standard medicine across the entire Roman Empire. It stays a standard medicine for the next 1,500 years. The 1597 Gerard Herbal, the most comprehensive English plant medicine reference of the Elizabethan era, recommends the seeds for kidney stones, gout, and complaints of the liver and spleen. Nicholas Culpeper expands the list in 1653. Across Persian, Arabic, Indian, Chinese, and medieval European medicine, the wild carrot holds the same stable position. Kidney medicine, digestive remedy, women's health agent. Then, in the 17th century, the carrot stops being medicine and becomes a vegetable. The transformation begins in the Netherlands. The political context matters. The House of Orange-Nassau is leading the Dutch revolt against Spanish rule. Orange is the dynastic color. Dutch breeders begin a deliberate selection program. They take the wild carrot and breed it for orange pigmentation, for sweetness, and for visual uniformity, aiming for a vegetable that honors the ruling family. Within 4 generations, they succeed. The orange carrot becomes the standard for European markets by 1700 and for global markets by 1900. But what was bred out in the process were the medicinal compounds. The wild root contains a complex profile of volatile oils. They are responsible for its strong herbal aroma. They are responsible for its medicinal action. And they are responsible, modern research now confirms, for their activity against tumor cells. They are also bitter. They are also unpredictable in flavor. Industrial breeding selected against them. The orange supermarket carrot kept the beta-carotene and the sugar. It lost the medicine. The carrot in your refrigerator is the descendant of a 17th century political project. The wild medicinal carrot survived only along roadsides, in pastures, and in abandoned ground. In the 20th century, the wild form acquired a new enemy. The American interstate highway system began construction in 1956. By 1992, it covered over 47,000 miles. Every mile is bordered by a roadside that has to be managed. State departments of transportation, working with chemical industry contractors, treat these roadsides every summer with the same broadleaf herbicides sold to American homeowners by Bayer and Corteva. Wild carrot is one of the primary targets. A federal law passed in 1937 gave individual state agriculture departments the power to designate certain plants as noxious weeds. Iowa, Michigan, Ohio, and Washington state have all classified wild carrot under that authority. Farmers and landowners in those states can be legally compelled to remove it from their property. The agricultural rationale is that wild carrot can cross-pollinate with cultivated carrot crops. The simpler rationale is that no industry profits from a free roadside medicine. In 2007, a research team led by Dr. Mohamad Mroueh at the American University of Beirut tested wild carrot seed oil against 4 different human cancer cell lines: leukemia, colon cancer, breast cancer, and melanoma. The extract showed activity against the cancer cells in every test. The mechanism is what scientists call programmed cell death. The cells signal themselves to shut down. The same research team published follow-up work 3 years later in the European Journal of Cancer Prevention, documenting that wild carrot seed oil reduced colon tumor formation in laboratory rats. Additional research in 2014 confirmed similar effects against multiple breast cancer cell lines. Across more than a decade of peer-reviewed research, wild carrot seed extract has accumulated a body of evidence comparable to plant compounds that have entered pharmaceutical pipelines. The difference is that no major pharmaceutical company has invested in clinical trials. The compounds cannot be patented. The plant grows wild on every American roadside. The plant whose seeds have shown activity against cancer cells in peer-reviewed laboratory research is the same plant your state government pays contractors to spray with herbicides every summer. You can find wild carrot anywhere in temperate North America from June through September. Look for a tall plant, 2 to 4 feet at maturity, with a flat-topped umbrella of tiny white flowers and a single dark purple speck at the exact center. The leaves are finely divided, fern-like, and the stem is hairy. A critical safety note: wild carrot has one dangerous look-alike. Poison hemlock, the plant Socrates was executed with, has fern-like leaves and flat white flowers that can be mistaken for wild carrot. 3 differences will save your life. Wild carrot has a hairy stem. Poison hemlock has a smooth stem with purple blotches. Wild carrot has a single dark purple speck at the center of every flower cluster. Poison hemlock has none. Wild carrot smells like carrots when you crush a leaf. Poison hemlock smells musty and unpleasant. Never harvest wild carrot without confirming the hairy stem and the carrot smell. The medicine is in the seeds. Harvest them in late summer when the flower head has curled inward into a small concave nest shape. Cut the dried head. Rub the seeds out by hand. Store them in a sealed glass jar in a dark cupboard. For traditional preparation as a kidney and digestive tonic, use 1 teaspoon of seeds per cup of boiling water. Crush the seeds first to release the oils. Steep for 10 minutes. Strain. Drink up to 2 cups per day. The first-year root, harvested in autumn before the plant flowers, is also edible. It is white, slender, and stringy compared to the supermarket carrot. The flavor is sharper and more aromatic. Steamed, roasted, or used in soups and stews, It gives you back what was bred out of the cultivated version. Hippocrates prescribed wild carrot seeds 2,400 years ago. Pliny catalogued it for kidney stones. Dutch breeders deliberately bred the medicine out of the cultivated form. State governments now spray the wild form off public roadsides every year, and researchers in Beirut have published peer-reviewed evidence that the seeds of the eradicated plant act against multiple types of human cancer cells in laboratory testing. The American medical establishment never told you because telling you would have required acknowledging that a free roadside plant has documented research the cultivated supermarket version no longer contains. We did not lose wild carrot. We just decided to spray it instead of harvest it. If this vault opened something for you, subscribe to Nature's Lost Vault and hit the notification bell. Every like and every share preserves what they tried to erase. The next vault opens soon.